Okay, I'm live. Hey, I want to go live on here to really talk about how we get to shift. So this video is called "Why Did I Work Out at 9 p.m." So if you've been watching me for a while, you know I work out in the mornings. The reason is because to me, like after like 3 p.m., it's the bed for excuses, right? If I'm saying I'm working out after 3 p.m., I'm probably not going to work out. And so let me tell you a little bit about why I'm even talking about this. I'm Ileka Falette, and about 8 years ago, I lost 120 pounds. I did it naturally through exercise, healthy eating, all those things. My hair is a mess right now. Anyways, doesn't matter. Through healthy eating, exercise, and shifting my mindset, right? And then, and I've kept it off consistently for the last 7 years, right? Maybe up 10 pounds, down 10 pounds, that sort of thing, but essentially kept it off. This year, or last year, I actually had skin removal surgery. When I had skin removal surgery, the weight, I ended up, picking up like 10 pounds after the surgery. And that came on a few months after the surgery and stayed for, it was fine because I was like, okay, cool. Then had some things happen to me last year, and I ended up picking up, at the end of last year, picked up about 20 pounds. And so now I've been, over the last few weeks, essentially providing tips and tricks of how I'm going to lose this 30 pounds over the next 8 weeks. All right. So, and this is just something that I get to do. So I'm 44 years old. So remember, weight loss is not fast and easy usually at 44 years old, but I'm showing you guys the steps that I'm taking. So the reason I worked out at 8 p.m. is because, or 9 p.m. today, is because I'm committed to success, right? And when it comes to this weight loss journey, that is a huge thing, to be committed to your success on this journey. When we choose to commit to it, like when we choose that, you know what, no matter what's happening, I'm doing this thing, I have decided that I am prioritizing my health, then it gets to be 9 p.m. and you realize, oh, shoot, I haven't done the thing I said I was going to do. And so now you go and do it, right? I said I was going to work out today. Got up this morning, I wasn't feeling well. Excuse number one, right? Not feeling well, not going to exercise. That's it. That's one excuse, right? Then as the day went on, I started working. The kids were home today, so I didn't even use it as self-care Friday. If you follow me for a while, you know every Friday I do self-care. I work out, I go to the gym, work out, spend time at the gym, spend time with myself. I usually get like a massage or a pedicure or something, right? Not today because we're snowed in. So since we're snowed in, what I ended up doing was being home. And I'm like, since I'm home, I might as well get some work done. So I got to working. Excuse number two. Now I can't work out because I'm working, right? So essentially what I'm highlighting is that we find excuse after excuse after excuse not to do the thing we said we were going to do, which was prioritize our health, right? And that's exactly what I was doing today. So 8 o'clock rolled around and I'm like, you know what? If I continue to play this game, I'll continue to keep on these 30 pounds. Do I want to lose this weight? How important is this to me? Is my health important? Yes, it is. All right, so it's 9 p.m. I guess I'm going to work out. And so these are the types of shifts that we get to have in our mindset to really shift how we show up, right? When we decide that our health is our commitment, that we're going to prioritize our health, we get to actually do the thing. So I always like to ask folks, like, have you decided yet to prioritize your health? If you have, and if you have or haven't, right, comment on this video. I'd like to hear what you're doing to prioritize your health. For me, it's sticking to my commitments. I said that I was going to work out today, even though I had all the excuses in the world all day long. Finally got in at 9 p.m. This is how I get to shift and make the steps toward that 30 pounds. And so I'll be talking about this and so much more. And actually we'll be bringing speakers on, guest speakers throughout this month or the next few weeks. And then on February 2nd and 3rd, we're going to have several guest speakers together talking about health and wealth, right? Bringing those two together. So talking about how to get out of your own way and how to step into growth professionally as well. So, and we're talking about health, we're talking about relationships, all of these things. So if you haven't already, make sure you register for the Reclaim You event, right? It's right, the description or the link is in the description. It's You can actually go to ilekafalette.com, or you can go to reclaimyouretreats.com. What you'll get when you sign up is I'm going to send you guys a free meal plan and a free workout plan. This is something that I've used for years to sustain my health, right? To sustain the 120-pound weight loss. And so that's what I'm going to share with you. So if you haven't registered already, be sure to register and then show up. Do this for you. Decide to choose you. That's why I called it Reclaim You. Because whether you're doing this to step in and be the in-demand expert in your industry, or you really are just like, you know what, I just want to get out of my own way. I want to understand what is blocking me from achieving my goals, whether it be health or in my business. This is for you. This event is for you, right? And for folks who are actually in Florida, you can do this in person. So we are actually meeting in person on February 2nd and 3rd, and then we're streaming it live. And once you register, you'll be able to get all the details for where we're streaming it live. But it's on February 2nd and 3rd. Be there. And when you register, you're going to get a free meal plan and workout plan directly from me. I'm going to send you exactly what I did to lose 120 pounds. On top of that, if you actually come in person, not only will you get to meet and be in the room with several influencers and experts in the industry, but also you get to network, you get to build relationships, and you get a lot of free stuff that we're going to be sending. So register, be there in person if you can. If you're in Orlando and you can be in person, or if you're in Florida and you can be in Orlando on February 2nd and 3rd, or maybe you're not in Florida and you're like, you know what, I can get to Orlando for February 2nd and 3rd, then be there in person. We get to do this, right? We get to shift. And I'm excited about all the jewels we'll be dropping. And for the folks in person, you actually are going to do some activities as well. So register for this event. You're going to get a free meal plan, free workout plan, and you're going to get some shifts around how to stay committed to this journey. Because I will tell you, I did it. I did it 8 years ago. I lost 120 pounds. I kept it off for all this time until about last year, end of last year, October, really. From end of October until, January, I gained over 20 pounds. And that happened because of some losses that I had. And I talked about that on my other videos. But with those losses came a lot of stress, came a lot of not exercising, not doing the things that kept me committed. And so the reason I decided today, I'm going to work out, even though it's 9 p.m. and I made all the excuses all day long. The reason I'm working out is because I get to lean back into my commitments. One thing I talk about quite often is that when we make a commitment to ourselves or a promise to ourselves, we get to trust ourselves. But here's the thing. When we decide, okay, I'm not going to do that thing. I said I'm going to work out today, and then you don't do it. What happens is you lose trust in yourself. And when you lose trust in yourself, it's hard to gain that back, because now you don't believe that you'll do something. And now you'll start standing in the way of other things that you want to achieve. And that's why I'm like, when we make the commitment, stick to it, especially commitments to ourselves. Those are the most important commitments you can ever possibly make. So if you've committed to changing the way that you're eating, if you've committed to, let's say this, drinking more water, right? Everybody's got that Stanley cup. I got a Stanley cup, but I like this one better. Anyway, but if you've committed to drinking more water, drink more water. Get your water in. If you've committed to exercising, right? Or even moving a little more, right? 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, whatever that is for you, then do it so that you can trust yourself again. If you've committed to changing your eating, maybe it's eating more vegetables, maybe it's eating more protein, whatever that is, do that thing. Because when you decide to do the thing, when you decide to commit to you, right? When you decide to stand up to your commitments, you begin to trust yourself and you begin to move in a different way. You're a whole different person when you're standing up to your commitments, when you're doing the things that you committed to. So anyways, I wanted to leave you with that. The reason I worked out at 9 p.m. today is because I made excuses all day long, and I decided that I committed to this and I'm going to do it. All right. So let me know some commitments that you've made that you're actually doing. All right. And I'll see you guys in the comments because I'll be responding back. All right. Be sure to sign up for the Reclaim You event. The link is in the description of this video, but you can always go to reclaimyouretreats.com or even just ilekafalette.com and you'll sign up. You can sign up and register for the event. Remember, if you register, I'm going to give you a free meal plan and free workout plan. All right? I'll see you guys there. Have a great night. I am going to bed. Good night.